Picture this. You're sitting alone in your bedroom, eyes closed, visualizing your dream life for the 20th time this month. The perfect house with the white picket fence. That ideal relationship where you feel completely loved. Financial freedom that lets you travel wherever you want, whenever you want. In your mind, you can see it all so clearly. And yet, nothing is changing in your actual life. Weeks turn into months. Months into years. What if I told you that your visualization practice, the very technique that you've been taught will manifest your desires, is actually pushing those desires further away from you? This isn't just theory. The greatest manifestation teachers of our time, from Neville Goddard's powerful living in the end concept to Dr. Joe Dispenza's groundbreaking neurological research, have been trying to tell us something crucial about visualization that most of us have completely missed. Think about it. How frustrating is it to spend years visualizing your dreams, only to watch others effortlessly manifest similar desires while you remain stuck? There's a hidden reason why visualization works miraculously for some people and fails completely for others. And it has nothing to do with how clear your mental images are. It's not your fault if visualization hasn't been working. You've probably been doing exactly what most popular law of attraction teachers incorrectly recommend. The traditional approach to visualization actually creates the opposite of what you want. And recent scientific discoveries about how the brain processes visualization versus emotional states confirms this. By the end of this video, you'll understand the crucial difference between visualizing from lack versus visualizing from the end, and how to instantly shift your practice to start manifesting results in days, not years. We'll cover 1. The visualization trap, why it's not working. 2. The emotional shift, what's actually required. 3. The embodiment method, how to do it correctly. And in the final section, I'll share the bizarre 90-second technique that Neville Goddard taught his private students. Something barely mentioned in his public lectures, but that completely transforms visualization. Before we continue, have you been visualizing regularly without seeing results? Or have you experienced unexpected manifestations? Share your experience in the comments below. Now, let me show you what's really happening in your brain when you visualize incorrectly. Here's the trap. When you visualize something you want but don't have, your brain is actually reinforcing the lack of that thing in your life, not its presence. From a neurological perspective, your brain constantly scans your environment and compares it to what you're focusing on. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that your brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening out there and what's happening in here. Yet there's a crucial distinction most people miss. Take Tom Brady, for example. While most people visualize what they want to get, Brady visualizes from the perspective of already being the champion. In a 60 Minutes interview, he explained that he doesn't visualize winning the Super Bowl. He visualizes already having won it, feeling the weight of the trophy in his hands, the confetti falling around him. This perfectly aligns with Neville Goddard's concept of living in the end. This single misunderstanding is why thousands of sincere law of attraction practitioners remain trapped in cycles of hope and disappointment. Think about it. When you visualize your desires, do you feel a subtle ache of wanting, a slight anxiety about when it will arrive? That feeling, that subtle sense of lack, is precisely what's broadcasting to the universe that you don't have what you desire. Each visualization session becomes an unconscious affirmation of what's missing from your life rather than what's coming to you. According to Dr. Dispenza's research on brain wave patterns during effective versus ineffective visualization, your brain operates completely differently when visualizing correctly versus incorrectly. Visualizing from lack activates stress circuits and scarcity patterns, while visualizing from the perspective of already having activates coherent brain patterns associated with creation and manifestation. Did you know your brain is literally performing a completely different function when you visualize correctly versus incorrectly? But if traditional visualization doesn't work, what does? The answer lies in something Neville Goddard called, feeling is the secret. And it's where most people get it completely wrong. Let me show you what really happens when master manifestors visualize correctly. Feeling is the secret, Neville Goddard wrote. It is feeling that accomplishes, feeling that brings your desires to pass, not visualization. Visualization isn't primarily about what you see in your mind, it's about what you feel in your body. Master manifestors aren't better at creating mental images, they're better at creating emotional states. The science behind this is fascinating. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research on heart-brain coherence shows that when we generate authentic emotional states, our hearts produce electromagnetic fields that extend beyond our bodies. These fields are far more powerful than the electromagnetic activity generated by thought alone. Your emotions are transmitting a signal much more powerful than your thoughts, like the difference between a whisper and a loudspeaker. Everyone around you can feel your emotional state even if they can't hear your thoughts. Consider Oprah Winfrey, who used emotional embodiment before she became famous. In her early career, before major interviews or opportunities, she practiced feeling the emotions of success and confidence. She didn't just visualize being a successful talk show host. She embodied the feelings of already being one. This perfectly demonstrates Neville Goddard's teaching about assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But here's where most people struggle. How do you genuinely feel something you haven't yet experienced? It's not as simple as just deciding to feel abundant when your bank account is empty. The secret lies in a neurological hack that bypasses your conscious resistance. Let's try a quick experiment right now that will show you the difference. First, try to visualize having $1 million in your bank account. Notice how your body feels. For most people, there's a subtle sense of pretending or forcing. Now, recall a time when you felt relief and security after paying all your bills, or finding money you didn't know you had. Notice that feeling in your body. That's real. Which one felt more authentic to your body? That's the key difference. One is imagination, the other is embodiment. Here's what Neville Goddard really taught his private students about visualization. It's not about seeing yourself having what you want. It's about feeling yourself being the person who already has it. Neville's most powerful technique was called the state akin to sleep SATS method. He taught that in the drowsy state right before sleep, your conscious mind relaxes its grip and your subconscious becomes more accessible. In this state, you can plant emotional seeds that grow into physical reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza's protocol provides a scientific framework for this. He discovered that the brain is most receptive to new programming in the first 5 minutes after waking and the last 5 minutes before sleep, when we're in theta brainwave states. These moments of natural trance are your manifestation power hours. Now here's the 90-second embodiment method I promised. 1. First, induce a relaxed state through 3 deep breaths, 5 to 10 seconds. 2. Next, recall a genuine past feeling of having/being something wonderful, 20 seconds. 3. Then transfer that exact feeling to your desired manifestation, 30 seconds. 4. Finally, express gratitude as if it has already happened, 30 seconds. This works because you're not creating a new feeling. You're borrowing an authentic feeling you've already experienced. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between a recalled emotion and a present one. This is the neurological hack that changes everything. UFC champion Conor McGregor used this exact approach differently from conventional methods. Before he ever held a championship belt, he didn't just visualize winning it. He visualized from a first-person perspective, feeling the belt already around his waist, the weight of it, the texture of the metal plates against his skin. He embodied being the champion before he physically became one. You might be thinking, but what if I can't genuinely feel something I haven't experienced? The key is to start with smaller manifestations where the gap between your current reality and your desire is narrower. As you apply this method, you'll notice something extraordinary happening in just a few days. Here's what to expect as you begin practicing this embodiment method. In the first 3 days, you'll notice subtle shifts in your baseline mood. Random moments of unexplained happiness will appear. In the first week, synchronicities will begin. Chance meetings, unexpected opportunities, and relevant information coming your way. By the end of the first month, physical evidence of your manifestation will start materializing. The first sign this is working isn't the manifestation itself. It's a shift in how you feel throughout your day. You'll notice coincidences appearing, almost as if the universe is acknowledging your new vibrational state. Let's recap the key points. 1. Traditional visualization reinforces lack when you focus on what you want but don't have. 2. Emotional embodiment, feeling as if you already have it, is the real key. 3. The 90-second method bridges the gap between visualization and manifestation. Remember, you're not trying to convince the universe to give you something. You're training yourself to become vibrationally the person who already has it. I challenge you to try this embodiment method for just 7 days. Each morning right after waking and each night right before sleeping, practice the 90-second technique we discussed. Then observe what happens in your life. As Neville Goddard said, you are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it. Imagine waking up 30 days from now, living the reality you've been trying to manifest for years. All because you shifted from visualizing to embodying. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't a matter of time. It's a matter of emotional frequency. If this approach resonates with you, type "I am" in the comments below as a commitment to yourself that you'll practice emotional embodiment instead of traditional visualization for the next 7 days. And share which desire you'll be embodying first. Remember, the power has always been within you. You don't need to chase your desires. You need to become them. Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.